Alright, hey, hello, hello. If you're watching on YouTube, my name's Excel, and this is my Final Fantasy X HD CSR Any % Boosters run on the PC. This is completed in 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 30 seconds, and we're gonna just... I did it offline last night, so we're just gonna do a little rebroadcast, re-commentary with my Twitch community over here at twitch.tv/Excel86J, as you can see, they're hanging out. And, yeah. I got inspired to do this run by Kraken, who I saw running it yesterday, and I just thought, you know what, as a nice break, and I didn't have time to do a 12-hour Any % PS2 run, I thought I would like try this out for a meme. So this is like a boosters run. We can use the PC cheats, the built-in cheats, to like give all skills and everything, and play at ×4. So this whole run, like I say, is 1 hour and 36. The whole game, with all the cutscenes, skipped. So it's just go the whole time. It's really cool. So literally in the next hour and a half, you're going to see the whole game. Unlike the Dolic categories and things that I do, which are like only the first hour, this is the full game. Yeah, I wish we had AC. We don't have AC here. I've got like a desk fan behind me, but it's not doing really that much. You'll have to let me know on the audio. Can you hear the game? So as you can see, the top left of the game, you'll see the 3 boosters, ×4, supercharge, and no encounters. And what we do, there's a 4th one as well, which is auto battle, and we'll be turning that on and off. We're also going to turn off the turbo to skip dialogue, and then turn the turbo back on. Otherwise, you just stand there, like the characters just stand there doing this, and the dialogue sort of just doesn't happen. So as usual in normal Any % rules, defenders Tidus, attack 3 times after that. And we're just, the way we're doing this is, you know, triangle to defend, and then F4. So those, I didn't actually explain this, those boosters are F keys, F1, F2, F3, F4. So we will do F1 here for the dialogue, then F1 twice, so we go back to ×4, do the limit break, or the overdrive, whatever. And then back to ×4. I forgot to mention at the start, I'm kind of all over the place today, I do apologise, but a non-commentary version of this will be available in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. So if you want to watch it and just watch it without my yapping, you can click on the link in the description and it will be there in all of its 1440p glory. Because I just recorded it off cam, like off stream last night with no cam, no mic, and just having a go at it really, and it turns out I did an okay run, so I just thought we'd come back here tonight and talk about it. So you'll see here, I wasn't using a cam, I was using a cute bunny with sunglasses instead. Which I think's better than me, to be honest. Yo, Sarge, how you doing? Welcome on in. We are just doing this commentary on FF10 HD right now.
Hey.
So, like I say, I did this run last night offline. I kind of like streamed it privately to YouTube. And yeah, I just wanted to rebroadcast it tonight with you guys. And because obviously we've been running a lot of FF10, and I kind of owe it to my chat room to show them a quick FF10 and an actually complete run. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. Just been speedrunning a lot, you know how it is. So here we're going to be swapping some items around. Now, I'm a little bit slow at this, first time I've ever done it, and you'll see as I'm doing this, at the time, I'm actually reading it off of a menu, like what I need to move. So I have notes for the run. It was MT Bangers notes that you can find on the speedrun.com under the guides. So I just followed that, really. It was the Tidus route as well, because there's a Tidus route, a Waka route, and the notes, the newest notes he's got just shows both, but I just grabbed the Tidus one. So 49 Skyrim, nice. Cool that you're playing Skyrim. How do you find it? Are you enjoying it? It's really good, right? You get like super lost in all the cave exploration and dungeons and stuff. It's really cool. Treasure hunting. I really like Skyrim. It's fun. I haven't played it in a billion years, but it's a good game. So here we're gonna throw a smoke bomb, which is gonna kill multiple enemies. And then here we just defend as normal. You'll notice sometimes the music goes off. This is a bug from the cutscene remover. So what we're using is a mod to remove all the cutscenes on the PC version. It only works on the PC. So, and you'll see here, because of the ×4, my movement is dog. Okay, don't worry about it. It's the first time I ever tried it, and I was like, oh my god, he moves so fast. So, I was getting stuck all over the place here, so there's going to be some crazy bad movement. But like after this bit, from here until about 40 minutes or so, I think I played really well, and then at the end game I made some mistakes, but got like lost on the airship a little bit. It's fine though. The cool thing for me is I'm trying to learn and PB the 12-hour PS2 version of this, or 11-hour now, and I'm currently on like 11:52, right? I'm trying to get that down. But this is nice because regardless of the booster percent, just playing the cutscene remover, I'm going to do this with any percent and just follow my normal notes, but use the cutscene remover, because then you can complete the whole game in a few hours and actually see Zanarkand and remember it. The problem I have is by the time I get there, it's been like 9 hours and I'm tired. You know? Gotta fight the end boss? Yeah, there's some cool things you can do. If you don't mind the graphics, I encourage you, and you enjoy Skyrim, I encourage you to check out Oblivion afterwards. It's older, it's what came before Skyrim, but if you like the vampire werewolf stuff, you can go further with it in Oblivion, because you can make your character like jump really high and do really crazy agility stats. It's really fun. So this bit is just a long menu, and what we're going to do here is again, I'm reading this off the set of notes. It just tells me exactly what moves to make, and we're going to be basically using clear spheres to clear nodes that are useless and convert them into strength 4. We have every sphere in the game, 99 of them. This is like I say, it's like a meme run where you're allowed to use all the cheats and everything, like built into the game. So if you've never seen a booster run, it is just, yeah, it is. You're allowed to use all the ×4s, all the items, all the skills, everything. And it's just how quick can you do it with all of that being allowed, as opposed to like the normal any percent where obviously it's a new game. I mean, this is still a new game, but you know what I mean. Like, you can't do this on the PS2, right? So what we're going to be doing is just literally replacing about 3 or 4 of these whole areas full of strengths. And then we're going to be warping over to other nodes, like other areas, and just doing the same thing. Clearing the HPs and the defenses, and replacing them all with strength. Because of the booster thing and the supercharge, we get like first turn anyway, and he will end up with a weapon with first strike, so just to like avoid ambushes and stuff. But otherwise it's like, yeah, the most of the fights are proper free. You can think of this, if you compare it to like a Resident Evil run or something, this is like doing New Game Plus. This is like having a rocket launcher straight off the bat. Because by the time I finish this menu, he's going to have 173 strength, instead of the 16 or something he would normally have. So for reference, when we use Bahamut in the normal run, Yuna's strength ends up at like 70. Tidus has 100 more than that before we leave this next screen. And not even 10 minutes into the run. Hey, enjoy the lurk. Taking the clothes up from the dryer outside for a bit. Oh, yeah, man. Humidity. So this is the longest, like, kind of most boring part of the whole run, essentially. Like, where I'm just menuing, but it sets you up for the whole game. I did a run before this where I was, like, way further ahead. But in the long term, it was slower because I was using items to just spam my way through, and I didn't do this. And then when I read the actual notes, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then I like figured out how to actually do it properly. Otherwise, I was just probably gonna... I didn't know about using auto attack. I didn't know about turning the dialogue, the turbo off to do dialogue skips. So yeah, I learned a little bit just from reading the actual notes and doing the proper route. And this was my first run of that. Yo, what up, Simon? How you doing, man? Welcome on in. We're currently just doing a commentary on this run that I did offline last night. I was just trying it out. This is FF10 HD, but like boosters with all the cheats and everything allowed, and with the cutscenes removed as well. So this is the whole game in an hour and 36 minutes, start to finish. Actually, yeah, dude, it's trash, right? It's so trash. I don't use my phone unless I'm, like, in the bathroom, basically. Like, I don't use Twitch on my phone. And if I do, it's for those few minutes when I'm not at my PC or TV. Otherwise, I just use the browser. I do apologise as well. There's 2 watermarks on the screen. I've got a logo in both corners. That's because that was recorded on a different scene on OBS where the watermark is in the top left, and we are commentating it back on another scene where my watermark is in the top right. I only just noticed that. So. And if you're watching on YouTube, there's going to be one in the bottom right corner as well, which is my channel logo. Subscribe. So as you can see now, after setting up these grids with the spheres we want, we get into a position where we can mash, I think it's 34 master spheres, something like that. It's about, I haven't got the notes up, but it's about 34 master spheres. I counted it down, it was from like 84 down to 52, and then, or maybe it was 32 I needed, I can't remember. Whatever it was, it worked. I knew it yesterday, but it worked out that I knew the number I needed to be left with. Math is not my strong point, alright, fuck you. And then, yeah, I knew exactly how many I needed, so it was just like, okay, cool. Yeah, I think it might have been 32. So it was like, from 84 down to 54, and then I was like, okay, 2 more, and then we're done. So it's like how I remembered it. Something like that. I never used to be able to... Oh, I didn't even know you could even do that. I never even tried to do that. There's a thing you can get on PC, but I don't know if you can get it on a phone. It's called Chatterino. I've heard of other streamers use it, where it, like, it can have the different chats up all at once as its own app. Like, some streamers use it, like some of the FF runners, you know how they're all in each other's chats at the same time? I think that's sometimes how they do it. Sometimes they've just got the stream open, but sometimes, like, I know, I think one guy I follow uses a thing called Chatterino. I don't know more than its name. I don't know if it's like an app or what, or like, if it's a plugin for OBS, maybe you can only use it for streaming. I don't know. I just heard it. You have to just look it up, but... So you may remember this bit as, you know, the boss where we spam 6 grenades. Well, this is a little different because obviously we've got everything, and Titus is buff now, so just dead. And we just murder it. For anything that you can't instantly murder with Titus, remember now he has 173 strength. I nearly got softlocked here, but I got out. He has now 173 strength, and when we get to Guado Salam, we give him break damage limit. So then he will just be one-shotting everything in the game. Like, max damage. I got a trophy for hitting max damage on, like, Anima, I think. We'll see that pop up as well. Simon, can you confirm that game audio is okay? You can hear the game, right? Or the video.
It's this way.
And the best bit is, because we get to have no encounters on the whole time, I get to swim this bit with no Pedantas. No interruptions. So now I can finally talk about one of my favourite, like, parts of the cinematography is how the camera, it looks shitty in ×4, but how the camera goes under the water to follow Titus, whatever. I always love that.
Don't get cocky.
So Virgil is the voice of my splits, right? And because I've never done this run before this run, every split is going to be a gold, so he's going to say, don't get cocky for everything. Alright, just get used to that. Don't get penisy, yeah, exactly. Don't get penisy. It's just, he has the best speedrun comments, because he has, like, so slow, and you're wasting my time, and shit like that, and I'm like, damn, dude, he makes me go faster, I swear. Because you get scolded by him, and you're like, damn, you don't want to be scolded by Virgil from DMC3, right? Fuck that.
Maybe.
And then when I finish a run, he says, you're finished. It's perfect, dude. And when you start, he says, let's have some fun. Which, coincidentally, works well if you count down 3, 2, 1, and then press the splits. So we're going to do our first Cloister of Trials. I fucked all of them up, at least somewhere once, basically. The turbo speed doesn't help. It's hard to control. But also, trying to do them so quickly without the breaks in between to like read what to do and fully remember it is like a real test of like pop quiz, smart ass. Do this cloister. Do this cloister. That's what it felt like. And I was like, because I'm bad at these at the best of times. I can do this one and Killiker usually pretty well, but I fucked up Killiker already, so it's fine. They're just little memes. It's all good. Bevel is like the best one, and I'm usually spot on at Bevel. And the only thing I made a mistake out of Bevel was I do my sequence of number 2, number 3, number 2, and then you have to go off the yeah, that's it. Number 2, number 3, and then you go off the edge, and then you go back to number 2. And I was missing the cycles like 2 times, and I made some mistakes on the airship later on where I like didn't know where to go. I forgot to talk to brother, but it's fine. So I think if I ever did this again and I remembered the mistakes that I made and didn't make them the next time, this 136 could probably be like maybe a 131. If I ever bother doing it again, I don't know if I will. Like, I'll say the same thing that Kraken said, is at least it could be a good backup for when full runs die and you don't have time to do another one. I had 2 runs that were like shit, basically, die on me 4 hours in the other day, so... They were trash anyway, so it didn't matter, but still. And the reason I ran this, like I say, because I watched him play last night, and I was like, oh, this looks like a fun way just to fuck around for an hour and a half, and I can practice some of the areas at least. So that's where the thought process was.
Here comes...
So again here, turn off turbo to skip the dialogue. I mess it up sometimes, but you have to like turn it off, skip the dialogue normally, and then turn it back on. Because if you leave it on ×4, like I said, they'll just bounce up and down for like 10 seconds, and no, you won't hear or see any dialogue, and you can't skip it, and it's just, you're sat there. So, like, if you're just trying to turbo the whole game and never turn it off, you will save time just by turning it off, skipping the dialogue, turning it back on. That's something we have to do quite a lot. This is hilarious. So in the normal any percent, you remember how we can't kill this and we have to let Lulu do it?
Told ya. If you can't beat them down, Madge, let's have our... Lou.
Clueless, aren't... You from... Lightning and water are... This one here is...
Dead. So normally you'd have to use Thunder with her there, but... You have to do all of that dialogue, though. It's annoying. It doesn't just end when Titus kills it, unfortunately. So this is CSR. Everything's skipped. Boom, we're going. We're 16 minutes in. This fight here is normally... Wow, he's dead. It's less than 17 minutes. We're an hour ahead. Well, an hour and 5 minutes ahead of, like, PlayStation. I'm usually killing Kimari at, like, what, 122, 123? So now for Yuna, we do I remember this, 14 attribute spheres. So there's not much to say here, we're just filling... She's going to grab some of the strength that Titus has already made around the area near her. But she only needs to like top up a little bit to about, I think she ends with 45 strength or something, and that's like enough. That's going to be just for Ixion to be able to bop Isaru later on. Bow, 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 bow. Yuna, your first real battle.
Flyer, that's your department, right?
True.
True, true. I hate the input lag for HD.
Your first real...
Show us what you're...
Okay.
Okay.
Bang. For some reason, like, the death animations and victories and things, they don't turbo. You can see I'm not turning turbo on and off. Like, the ×4 turbo speed. So it's weird how the game does it, but... Then we're going to switch formation to avoid this next tutorial.
Waka?
So what you want to do... Normally here, you'd have to escape individually with everyone, but... Here, what you can do is just like hit flee with Titus because he already has every skill. Same here. We don't need to take the fight like we normally would. Whoops. Why did you play sad violin of all things? I was like, you know, this is not a losing run. We're winning. Well, too fast. Cutscenes all skipped. Excellent. Right, Waka, Yuna. It's hard to move in this ×4 speed. But of course, since all these HD versions added all these boosters, it's only right that there was speedruns made for them. Of course. Alright, Sin Fin. This is like a little double boss fight, kind of. So we're just going to Shining Gem the Sin Fin, and he's dead. Shining Gems are really powerful already. They're just a throwable. So they do 6,000 as a throwable, but you can't get access to them till like way later in the game. Titus on auto attack immediately murders the boss. Auto attack is faster than if you waited for your turn and mashed X. Like he will take action far quicker than you ever could. Especially with the HD menu lag and whatnot. But he's already done it before you could ever send him. So you'll sometimes see my mouse cursor pop on screen. We're going to do a real cutscene skip there. You have to do that one manually. Don't know why. This is on CSR 1.42 as well. Just, you saw it at the start in case that was relevant, because different versions of the CSR change how the mod works, I guess. But yeah. I can't remember what I was saying. Either way, we're moving on. We go and talk to Waka. Then we're heading to Kilika Woods. So I fucked up here because I was too far on the left, and I fucking walked into this shitty cutscene. Because I'm going so fast, and then, you know, like, normal speed, that doesn't happen. Next time I'm going to walk there, like, around that corner, just so I don't fuck that up. So we lost loads of time here, just because I saved this damn kid. Fucking, god damn it. Alright, well, you know, it's fine. Even in a PB, we're saving the kids. So, Lancet tutorial, but we need to turn the dialogue back to normal. Because otherwise, see how we just stood there for ages, like not doing anything? The dialogue is happening, but I think it happens in normal speed in the background. So you have to, like, that's why you have to turn off the speed, skip the dialogue normally, and then turn it back on. And then here, the trick is for this, is drive with the map, or try to anyway. Honestly, like, ×2 would be perfect. The fact that it has ×4 is fucking whack. I think FF8 was ×2. Or ×3. It's like just that little bit easier. ×4 is slightly too quick for me to control. It's crazy, dude. Right, so he's already dead.
Don't get cocky.
And the other nice thing is I'm using the PC version, obviously, right, because it's the mod, duh. But because of that, we get the load remover, so it pauses the timer on black screens. And we get auto split. So for the most part, a couple of them didn't work and I had to like undo them and correct it, but it's fine. So with the load remover, this is 21 minutes currently, and with real time it's 23 minutes. So here's Kilika Trials. I made some mistakes here purely because he goes so damn fast, dude. It's hard. Compare this at normal speed. But it's okay. It's only your movement that is like super speed. Things to do with puzzles are normal speed. So when you do Bevel, the arrows don't move any quicker or anything, and the thing that you're on doesn't move any quicker. That's all like normal speed. So it's at least like completable. So here I accidentally messed up by grabbing this. And then he went to push it while I was trying to run away. I'm like, no, dude, fucking just go over there and touch this already. Fucking, oh. I was thinking, should I just reset? Because I've already made shitloads of mistakes. But then I thought, nah, whatever, just finish the run, who cares? Like, you know, I've never. I can't like reset on a run that I barely know and I've never played. I like the way that when you finish this, you steal a Killicosphere every time. Okay, talk to Waka, try to leave, aim effort, hold down. Like, it's kind of nice skipping all the fucking cutscenes a little bit, you know. I like, the one thing that I don't like about this is, this would have been hard for me to stream, because it would have been hard trying to talk to people and read the notes and do this with there's no breaks, there's no pausing, you know. It was hard enough doing the whole run for an hour and a half without, like, smoke and a drink break and stuff. It's the one thing I like about the vanilla PS2 game is in the first hour there's like a load of cutscenes, so you're chill. It's fine. You can't do it, kid. Yo, what up, Jay? How you doing, man? Welcome on in. How's it going, dude?
No one else can do it.
I'm the best. You're out of your league. You can't do it, kid. Told you can do it. Jay, this is FF10 completed in like an hour and a half. This is the complete opposite of the PS2 run. This is PC with allowed cheats. The boosters run. I just did this offline last night. We're just doing a little commentary. You broke your hand? Fuck, man. Sorry to hear that. What happened? Work-related injury or jerk-related injury? So here we're following a normal path of progression. Obviously all the cutscenes are going to be skipped, so it's just go here, then go back, essentially. A stress fracture. Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that, mate. That's whack. Probably watch female beach volleyball in the Olympics? True. True. Listen, okay, you don't know why I had 2 days off, alright? If I said my wrist hurt, okay, from all the speed running and gaming, that's what it was. Alright, I know you were talking about Jay, but still. No one can prove why I have multiple days off at a time, alright? Fuck you. How you doing, Kiko? Oh, come on in, dude. Welcome to FF10 completed in an hour and a half. Smoke bomb. So I just did this run offline, kind of like as a chill run last night to try it out. And it turned out it was, even with mistakes and memes, it was the first time I ever did it. It's an okay-ish time. It would be, I think, like, I don't know, 14th or something if I submit it. But that's alright. Just fucking, why not? If I have the best FF stream? Nah, we're not doing PS2. That's the best FF stream. Then it's the best FF stream.
Al Bed were expecting us.
We got some FF8 in the marathon later on. We're doing a 7-game marathon after this commentary. Going to be doing some Sailor Moon, some Zone of the Enders, some Bouncer, some Resi, some FF8, and some Peppa Pig. Stay fucking tuned. Because we're going fast. You wait till you see Bishojo Sailor Moon, dude, and you're not even ready.
Don't get cocky.
So with auto attack, that boss is dead. Bam, 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 bam. Now we get to the best bit of any FF10 speedrun. Blitzball. Just don't. Just stay awake, you know? Just be more awake than you currently are. Get a coffee, you know?
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
Just make sure the chat room's still awake. Alright, so then, Grav here gets the ball, which fucking sucks. So, in booster percent... in a booster percent run, we want to lose here. So I intentionally turn it to mark mode, and we want them to score. Because, like, we don't care about winning, we don't need the strength sphere or any of that. So this is, like, blitz loss guaranteed. You'll see me dancing to blitzball on the controller. Just because I had nothing else to do at the time. And in a minute, I'm going to get the ball, and we're just going to either swim around or sit. Depending on... I think I have to swim around for the first half, and then... I think we managed to sit in the second half. So it's all about whether you get the ball here, and then you can just pass the Jasu, and he's the fastest swimmer you have. In any run, you always pass the Jasu. And then the two... Oh, I did keeper strats. So you can either hide behind the keeper, and if you sort of get it right and they don't aggro, you'll see their markers on the minimap just spin and start to, like, go away. It just screws their AI. So then you just sit until, like, the end of the half. So this is the break, technically, in this run, if you want to call it that. But I wouldn't step away from the game in case Abbas manages to aggro you, because it can happen. And it wouldn't matter, but you wouldn't be able to select break or no break or what have you, so therefore the timer would stop in the blitz, and you'd be wasting time, you know what I mean? So that's why I still sat here the whole time. But yeah, I started stream late tonight purely because my sleep has been screwed the last few days because it's been so fucking hot. So I've been, like, struggling to sleep when I have tried to go to sleep, and it's been too fucking warm, and I'm just sitting here, like, sweating. And then today I'm quite refreshed now. I had a good sleep today, and I had a nap after dinner. So I woke up and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta stream, dude. Again. So yeah, here we are. And then I was like, quickly devised the idea of, well, we were going to do this anyway, and I didn't know what else to play, so I quickly threw the idea of a marathon together. You know, it's the Friday I don't know what to play-a-thon. I'm just hoping I can still execute half of these games that I've chosen. Because I've practiced one of them. Watch some Tekken, you need help falling asleep. True. The problem I have is I fall asleep watching awesome YouTube retrospectives and shit, and I'm always that guy that's asleep like this, going, oh. Because I hear something good on the TV, you know, and I'm like, fuck, I need to turn that shit off, but then I can't sleep, because then I'm left in my own thoughts, and nobody wants that. So, you know, I like to fucking just pass out watching something, and the next thing I know, it's the next day. So here we get lucky blitz off, immediately throw it to Jasu. You know the drill. I haven't done that in a long time, because now when I wake up to YouTube videos, it's all shit that I would have watched or have watched anyway. The amount of times I wake up to, like, why Final Fantasy VII matters, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this about 4 times anyway. Like, you know. Like I'm like, I follow and subscribe and whatever, so many things on YouTube now that it's I get like a good spread I can refresh the homepage and always find a decent video that I want to watch and be like, oh sweet, that's my channel hopping now, is just refreshing YouTube home recommendeds, because of all the shit I follow and subscribe to. There's something, oh, did you know this in Ocarina of Time? Did you know this about this speedrun, and like this from Final Fantasy stuff, and this retrospective, and I'm like, yeah, okay, oh, Parasite Eve, oh, yeah, oh, that, yeah, okay. I've always got so many options. And then I go to Twitch and see if the homies are on, and who's streaming, who's running. And, you know, fucking ain't got time for much else. No, I don't watch Netflix and shit that much anymore, and, you know, TV. I haven't watched TV in a number of years. Like, I watched a couple of Netflix shows this year, and that was it. This is the first time I've watched any Netflix in forever. I watched 2 shows and half of an anime. But the 2 shows I watched were really fucking good, and the anime was good too. I just haven't gone back to it yet. That was Spy Family. So you want to hit mark mode, and then, like, here, I probably should have tried to rob the ball, but I think I was just trying to, I think they score again. I was like, yeah, whatever, just go and do what you're gonna do, you know? The problem is here now, you want to, like, I should probably take the ball back, because it'll probably be quicker to get the ball and then go and camp out than it is for these guys fucking around. But you'll see that, like, see, without any defense, Abbas will just score. These guys are wankers. Luckily, we don't need to win this one, because we don't need the strength sphere, but when I'm playing normal any percent or PS2, I need that I need the win. Or, you can do it without, but I prefer Blitz win. I got so lucky on Blitz offs here. So here again, just for this final half, we just need to time out the match. Just a minute. This is the final half with Waka involved as well. He's already been in. So we just, yeah, we lose 2-0. That's fine. The main thing is just getting out of here. And then straight into the Sahagins fight. The worst split in the game is done. Sub 34 minutes. I think that's pretty good for a first timer. I don't know what good times are for this run. I know that, like, sub 130 is a good overall time, and I got 136, but that's alright. I don't care. It's not a category I'm gonna fuck with that much. I'm trying to and the only reason I did this last night, like I said many times already, is just because I didn't have time and I didn't feel in the mood to do a full fucking 11-hour PS2 run. But that's what I'm really, like, working towards right now, is I want to get a better PB on PS2 so I can submit it. I got, like, that, so I got the sub 12 that I wanted, but so many things went wrong, and I fucked up so many of the skips and everything because of the turbo controller. First time using it, shitty D-pad, and different sort of looser analog sticks. I play way better on an official pad, but I just haven't had a run get up there yet, you know? A good enough run that gets up there on that same pace. I can get to the same part and be like 3-4 minutes behind, and then at Guado and such, I'm going to start making time back because of the failed skips from last time. The problem is, when you're new, like, I can do some of the skips well on PS2. Jiskel skip is my fucking skip. I've taught 2 other runners how to even, like, try to do it consistently. And, like, I'm just really good at that one, right? But it sucks when you get the skips in your PB and then you can't get them if you don't get them again, because there's fucking 5, 10, 20 minutes lost depending on the skip. And it's like, that can be really fucking harmful. And, like, in my last run, I failed. I had a really good early game, but then the mid to late game sucked. So if I can match that early game or better, then I'll kick the shit out of the rest of it, because it's I died to see more flux, and because I misread the notes and screwed the turn order. So, but yeah, either way, that's an issue for another time. So for those of you that like trying to run FF10 and you haven't got time to do a full run, like, or you just wouldn't ever have time to do a 10-11 hour run or whatever, you can always mess with this just for fun. It's like, you're going to do it in under 2 hours every time. So here, there's no one's gonna stop us. There's no fucking cutscenes. Mihen High Road is actually really chill in this version when you've got no encounters. This is what it could be like if you had no encounters early in any percent. Imagine. All you'd need is to just farm the bomb to get self-destruct, and then you're out. Boom, straight to the agency. Fucking A. That would be so good. I'm about to try and find a way. There's got to be a way to farm. Well, not farm, but there's got to be an early way to kill Gosgano at Barge Temple and get no encounters at the start of the game somehow. Fuck me. You're gonna have to find it, dude. So, oh, this is a funny one. When I had like an okayish PS2 run going the other day, I died to this guy. Because usually you haste him and you defend a couple of times and he pushes you off the cliff and it's GG's. But he focused everyone and killed everyone before I could think he was gonna do that, and I didn't get the chance to heal. And it was just Waka stood there on his own, and I'm like, I should have healed, and he killed me, and it was game over, and I hadn't saved. And I was like, oh, dude. Because you don't save well, you don't really save at all ever, but even for me being new, I don't save until like Thunderplanes. On this booster run, I had the best Thunderplanes, probably the best Thunderplanes anyone's ever done, ever. Because I didn't get hit by one lightning bolt, and the one that would have got me, I dodged. And previous attempts, I got fucking, like, I say previous attempts, previous, like, attempt at, like, times-4ing through that screen, like, when I was playing casually, I got fucking zinged, like, 1 billion times, because you can't turbo or mash, you have to, like, time it right. So, in this run, I steered, it's probably not very good lines, but I steered nearer the towers to avoid bolts, and then, the one that did get, I was just kind of pre-mashing. The one that I did dodge, I did somehow, luckily, mash and dodge it, which you can't normally do, but it must have just got lucky on the timing, but we'll see that coming up. I get a bit stuck here, because you have to drive with the map. The mini-map is more important than the arena, like, than the level. Especially when even when you're doing any percent, it's more important, because you can steer better with the mini-map. It's not always visually apparent like that bit there. You have to go round. It's not always. You can't just step off. So I didn't do Terra Skip in this run. I don't know Terra Skip, and obviously I didn't bother with Classico Skip because you don't need to. But because I don't do, or I know of and how to do Terra Skip, but I've never practiced it and such. I've got the little guide from Waves, which I need to check out, because he made a little video on like his like setup with the inputs. He likes to do fixed inputs, which is what I like. Instead of looking for this visual line and then trying to look for his hair on this rock, it's like just go here and do this many inputs, this into this, and you'll get it. And I'm gonna learn it that way, but because I haven't done that yet, I lose a few minutes on my run to other runners that do the skip. In an any percent run, the Terra Skip, which skips all of this part and this next couple of bosses, saves like 20 minutes, but in the booster run it probably saves 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't know, which I have to still do, but it's okay. Just dark matter and he's dead because we have all the items. So we've lined him up earlier with one of the very first menus, was switching around, like I said, switching around items, to which then we can grab them quickly from the use menu. That didn't correctly split, so I had to it split for Mushroom Rock Road on GUI, so I had to like re-split, or split again. So that's going to be like a unmatchable gold from Mushroom Rock to Sinspawn GUI, because there's no way it would be that many. It would only be a few seconds, right? It would actually be minutes normally, but it didn't split. It didn't split when I finished Mushroom Rock before GUI, because there's no cutscenes, so it doesn't know how to, I think. We have to wait for that blue guy there to get the variable steel, and you pretty much can't do the rest of the run without it. Very important. There's only a few very important things that you even have to know, and that is one of them. You have to just wait for a minute there till he spawns, get the variable steel by talking to him 2 to 3 times, and then you're good to go. I fucked up here because I did this out of order. You go in here later, I did it wrong. All the skipping cutscenes messes me up for like where I am, because I'm like, wait, are we? Yeah, oh, we're here, and yeah, and I was like, wait, I haven't even done the thing yet. Do the thing, idiot. So I came in here, did this. I don't remember how well I did this. I probably messed something up or whatever. Yeah, it's all good. Either way, like I said earlier, this is nice practice for being able to tackle the later parts of the game in a shorter amount of time. So like, oh, I know another thing that I do mess up later is these Tetris in Zanarkand. I pushed in one of the statues in the wrong order, so it gave me not what I thought was what I thought should have been the fourth puzzle. It wasn't the correct answer because I pushed them in the wrong order, so it gave me a different puzzle. So that's my fault, but then here you have to kind of delicately walk to get him into position to be able to push this. Sometimes I hold walk while in ×4 to get like a more manageable speed. And you reset. Then we're going to use this sphere to open the door. And then grab the two that we put in the wall into the pillar and push the pillar through there. I'm finally getting my head around this fucking puzzle now, because otherwise, this one I'm good at, or usually good at Besaid, good at Kilika. I suck at this one. Marcolania I'm kind of okay with because it's very short, and Brevel is my favourite, and I practiced it a shitload, so I at least, even if I make mistakes, I at least know what I'm doing and how, like, what went wrong with Brevel. Like, I know how to do it, like, every time. That's the other thing in my PS2 PB, I did the perfect textbook Brevel with no mistakes whatsoever, and I have to match that every fucking time now. Damn it. So you have to return to neutral here and then keep like hitting forward to get him, while walking, to get him to like jump. If you just hold run into the thing, he'll just sprint like an idiot. Bow, bow, bow. Alright, then we're going to reset this again. Take this one out because we're done with it now. Put it on the left to reactivate this. So we're trying to light up all these logos on the floor, as you can tell, right? So now, with this all set, we can take both of the green Jose spheres, when I can grab them here, and then take them to the front. I hold walk, because I learned from Kraken, I didn't know this, he actually just mentioned it out loud casually in his run, that you can leave here, and if you walk out too far and leave, it resets the trial. I actually never knew that. So, because it doesn't happen on PS2, you never run fast enough, right? So I kind of got paranoid, so I made sure to hold walk here, just in case, just so I didn't, like, accidentally sprint through the fucking front door. So now with all of these logos lit up and active, these symbols, we can now take the lift up top, push in the last remaining pillars, and then we're good, we're done. Yeah, this could be at least a nice fallback for when full runs die and I don't have time, like I've already said a few times. I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but yeah, it's so useful for that. The next thing I want to do is to go through it with the any % notes. Like, this was just a meme booster run, but I'm going to go through with my normal notes and do my normal strats and use the CSR as PS2 practice. Just so I can, I mean, for the most part, some of the things don't, some of the skips are not the same. That's okay, I'll practice them on emulator or on real console, but at least the remembering where to go and what to equip and the menuing and shit, I can at least practice and get there faster, you know. It'll give me some rough practice that will help a lot more. Because there's often, by the time I get to, like I've already mentioned, by the time I get to like Brevel, Zanarkand, it's been like 9-10 hours and, you know, you're tired and you fucking forget and make mistakes at that point. It's hard to, you know, play well for so long. Well, I don't even play well, but still. It's hard to play correctly for so long, even if it's not well. That's how you end up making mistakes on like some of the later bosses, or Seymour Flux, where I lost like 11 minutes on my PB because I misread the first thing, which was, I think, attack with Titus and then defend with Una or whatever, whichever it was. I ignored one and went straight for the next option, and like that fucked it because I missed it by looking. Because you're trying to like look at your notes and go, okay, yeah, that, and then do the boss, and it just, yeah, you know. So this one is in some of the, well, I don't know if it's changed because of the cutscene remover, but, or if that, maybe that doesn't affect it actually. But my notes say to auto attack this boss, but it doesn't let you. So yeah, I don't know if that was like a mistake, but
Don't get cocky.
it happens on a couple of them where I end up just manually attacking them anyway. Then, but I don't know why that is. That some bosses are not allowed to do that. Maybe because they have like there's some dialogue or like a special scene at the start like that. But there's a few bosses in the game where it just doesn't let you do that. Yeah, it must be just because there's dialogue or something and it would break the game.
I wonder.
So we're going to run away here. Because we don't need to do the steal or anything. We can just flee. And then we're going to be heading up to Guado Salam. So, again, we don't need to worry about any of the skips or anything. But we're gonna... I got a bit stuck here because I was looking for auto haste. And I was like, wait. And I just kind of like brain farted on where it even is. It's right near the bottom. Just kind of like... Because I was looking at my notes as well and I was like, wait, auto haste on Buckler? Okay. And then I couldn't find auto haste. Then I found variable steel, and that is piercing, first strike, and break damage limit. That one I do remember. And I remembered straight away where it was right down the bottom. BDL, and we're good to go. So now, from now onwards, Titus is still an absolute death machine. We equip that Excalibur sword as well. He's now an absolute death machine, and he's just going to immediately kill everything else in the game as if he hadn't been already. So for anything he can't immediately murder, we will throw stuff at. Basically. Or maybe a summon in Yuna's case. Like, obviously she has to fight Isaru and she has to do the summon fight, the Pokemon battle. Alright, far plane. Don't need to worry about lightning marbles, already got 99 of them, keep going. Don't need aura and affection, no cutscenes, keep going. Alright, Waka, Brotherhood power up, Yuna, Mom cutscene, and we're out. Titus's mom cutscene, should I say. And then back down to here. This is where you do Guado skip. Well, it's like so. I didn't even attempt it, and it's so fast. I just like brute forced the normal way without the skips because you don't need the skip. Right, here we go. Okay, all right. That one did hit me. All right, one blow. I thought it was perfect. I'd forgotten about that one. Apart from that one, this is a perfect underplanes. I'd forgotten I got hit immediately. Fair enough. That's how you can tell there's not like a fluke or not like hacking or anything. If I had got through there actually perfectly, it would look sus because I'm like brand new. But the fact that, okay, I did get hit right at the start, and then I think, from then on, I don't get hit at all, and it's like perfect. Muscle memory, I didn't need that. So used to picking that up and not forgetting it. So here, I just tried to stay near the towers, because if you stay near towers, they take the blasts. Dodged it. Somehow. I'm just mashing X, as you can see. There we go, see? If you skipped the part where I got hit at the start, that was a perfect underblades. I'll never do that ever again. And on this one, this fucked me off, because I got no encounters, right? And I accidentally walked into 2 butterflies that on my PS2 run, I was running around trying to, like, mash on them and activate the butterflies. Couldn't fucking find them for shit. It's so funny. Look, like this one, I'm just running. Like, no, dude, I didn't want to grab that. I think that one might be automatic actually because of the cutscene. But one of the ones that I grab later, I'm not trying to grab. This one. That was one that I was bloody trying to get on PS2 and it wouldn't let me catch it. Alright, 49 minutes in. This is usually 6 hours in. And he's dead. 80 grand. Overkill. Takes longer for the boss to die than it does for you to do the fight. Boom, boom. Easy. And this is like a bit of a boss rush here now. Especially with no cutscenes, you're just cruising. Now it's a crawler straight away. Boom. Alright, let's go. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to hit the negator, right? Nah, you just bop it. You do 79,000. You don't even need to play by the normal game rules of like, oh, you need to destroy this thing and then lightning marbles and all that shit. Nah, just bop it. Unfortunately, there's no cutscenes, so therefore there is no Jiskel skip. There is a run you can do on PC and presumably on console, but they don't get this. Console wouldn't get the same all items and all skills boosters. But there's a run you can do that is any % boosters without the cutscene skip, and that one is still like 7 hours on HD, but you get the ×4 and everything. No, you're good, man. You're good. No worries. All right, Dark Matter. Everyone's dead. Nice. For tuning in. No, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging out. Keeping it on the back burner there. Enjoy the games. Hopefully I can keep everyone entertained for your Friday evening. We got, like I said, I got a trophy there, look, for 99,000 in one attack. Yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy the marathon later too. Alright, we got Shiva. We got out of there. Seymour and Anima are dead. Easiest fight in the game. So my splits didn't split here for Seymour, and I didn't realise that until way later. I sorted it out at Wendigo, and I had to like undo my splits and fucking like skip that like split and stuff like that. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for saying so. But not that dagger grab. Yeah, same to be honest. No, you're good. I agree. I, the streamer, back that statement. We won't be seeing none of that phooey around here, dude. We got Final Fantasy season. You know? It's Final Fantasy season in the summer, and it's Resi season in the winter. That's how I like to do it. You know? Chill with Jill in November, and hang out with Tidus in July. It's fucking, yeah, it's cool. And it's good because these long runs where you get to, this is why I've been enjoying it. This has been okay to run even during a heat wave because you can get up and have breaks and things on the long cutscenes. So it's great, and you can walk around and go and cool off. But trying to do like more action-packed runs and it's like more physically engaging, and you're hot and sticky, it's not as comfortable, right? No, that's fair enough. No, you're good, man. That's fair enough. I get it. There's a few games that the streamers that I watch play that I don't have that much interest in, but you still support them. You know, my favourite streamer plays like a kind of dungeon crawling kind of game that I'm not really that interested in, but like I'm still chilling for them. You know, yeah, no, exactly. I know what you mean. It's just not for you. It's not your type of game. That's cool. I've been trying to learn. I didn't get to finish my statement earlier, or my sentiment. I've been trying to learn today a Final Fantasy VI speedrun, which you'll like because I know you love 6. But it's a really kind of lame one. It's the game over glitch, 52 death glitch with Terra, where you just die 52 times and then press start select LR and get warped to the credits. It's like about a 35-minute run. But I was just messing with it. I was going to try and learn it and put it in the marathon today, but I didn't get it to work out. There's more to it than that. You have to manipulate the RAM a little bit. But I did learn Sailor Moon in like 10 minutes. So we are going to be playing Sailor Moon on the SNES later. Okay, so we just did the Marcolani puzzle. Not much to talk about there, right? Just do the puzzle. This bit, however, there is a strat. Turn it down to ×2, because the game can crash if you get caught by these guys. And you can escape them on HD. You PS2 you cannot, but on HD there is a chance because Tidus runs a bit quicker. I, however, am Garbaggio, and I get caught, and the game didn't crash, luckily. So I just flee this encounter and get the fuck out of here, Scoob. You know, just that's the plan. While I was praying that this didn't crash 54 minutes into my run. Alright, sweet, we're good. Scary part is over. That was the only bit when I read the notes. It was like it says, advised to switch to ×2 here because it can crash, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, make sure I do that correctly. And the very last thing of that is the second to last boss.
Don't get cocky.
So here is where I set up my splits. I was like, oh shit, the splits didn't work correctly for Seymour, and like then I was trying to undo that, and I ended up skipping Wendigo split. We're losing time here because I'm sorting my splits out. Don't worry about it. I had to remember what my keys were, because I had to learn what undo is, and then I just skipped the Seymour split, and then we're on Wendigo, and that's fine. Right, then we just murder everyone, and it's GG's. I could have had auto attack here, probably, so it could have already won the fight while I was doing the splits, but I've only got one brain at a time, so I can only do one thing at a time. With my 4 brain cells that are available at any given moment. Alright, so Wendy's dead, and now we are in Bicknell Desert. It doesn't look like it, but trust me, we are. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now we are. So, being at Bicknell Desert, there's only 4... These are what... You might not know this, but these are forced encounters. I've got no encounters on, and this fight has to happen. You're supposed to defend. I went against the notes here. You're supposed to, like, defend until Lulu turns up, or whatever, hit myself, or hit Warren or something until Lulu turns up. I just fucking hit it twice and killed it. I kind of copied Kraken there. That's what he did, and I was like, oh, fuck it, you know what, that looks just as quick. You can just murder it, and then Lulu is forced to turn up. Fuck it, we'll do that. So I did that. Then we get this nice hymn. Oh, only for that screen. And then we're back at Bicknell Music. We're cruising through the desert now. But we have legitimately no encounters. So apart from the one scripted Riku fight that we have to do, where she can tell you, or where she tells you she can steal from robots, which is this one. So there's a few, especially like in Besaid, and every time you get a new character, these are all forced and you have to do them. You can run when you get the fight, but you have to enter the fight. As you can tell, I've got no encounters on, and it still happens. Now there's no more fights at all. And the only thing, unless I walk into a on-screen enemy like Sandragora, I didn't get the Sandragora skip on this run, so I just immediately killed it instead. I was like, well, fuck it, doesn't matter. I remembered the shortcut through this screen, however. I need to do that on PS2. We don't need friend spheres or teleport spheres or whatever. I was going to go for it, but I walked too far, and then I got into the fight, and I was like, well, do you know what? It's just as quick to just murder it. And then we're good. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Annoy a ton. Alright, then I was scrolling my notes, because I was like, shit, what do I do here? And then, yeah. If you see me stop for any time like that, it's because I'm like, what do I do? Notes. And then I'm like, okay, right, dark matter, everyone. Boom.
Let's find
Find
Yuna.
Yuna. Quick. Annoy a ton. For anyone that doesn't know, I found out, I was told this by someone in my chat room. Apparently that Albed alarm that says Ananoye Tan means, like, get under. Everyone get under. Like, go underground. Get into hiding. So it's like, everyone under, everyone under, everyone under, basically. Which I think is really cool. I never knew that for years. I mean, I knew it was Albed, but I knew it was an alarm. You know, I thought it was probably like, we are under attack, or something. All right, I never knew what the actual translation is. You can Google it as well now. In today's day and age, just Google Albed alarm home, and it will tell you straight away, Annoy a ton, everyone get under. It's just like it's like an everyone knows that fact now instead of a little known fact like it used to be. But I thought it was interesting because I didn't know about it until recently. Someone last week told me. I think it was Kagran in my chat room. Yeah, shout outs to Kagran. who also supplied me with a decent set of single column Bahamut notes. So I'm ever thankful for them for that. It was awesome. It's been cool. I've met some nice people running FF10. Right, this is where I fucked up. Because here you have to speak to brother, and I was trying to get, usually, I remembered my any % thing, where you run out, and then you go back in, and Oren's already talking to Sid, but I was like, what the fuck? I lost time here running around. I think I go all the way to the end of the ship and back. I lost like a minute here, because I was losing my mind, forgetting you have to talk to brother. I know that screen doesn't, these screens don't look right. The people are not in the right places. Moderator isn't with Rin, and I was like, this, what, where the fuck, these shutters are down, huh? This is when I remembered you got to talk to brother. And I was kind of annoyed, but it's the one thing that I forget, and I forgot off my own head, and these notes just tell you how to do the booster run. They don't tell you how to do everything. My other notes for the game, the any % notes, tell you everything what to do. Like, go here, talk to brother, leave, do this, walk until here, this length of cutscene. These notes are very condensed, and it's just how to execute the run. You have to, so I had to remember the whole game for the first time ever, and still rock with these new notes. So that's why I made some of these mistakes in the late game here, because I thought I usually rely on the notes. This part, Evray, is usually 7.5 to 8 hours into my normal run. So I'm usually tired and reading the notes, like, okay, right, yeah, go here, do this, talk to brother. You know, during the cutscenes you read. But obviously there's no cutscenes and no breaks here, so I'm like just trying to like read and go. Alright, sub-hour Bavel. I had to look I had to scroll my notes, and then was like, shit, what do we do here? Okay, yeah, Titus attack. It's like attack for some guards, dark matter for the other guard. I think it's attack all the guards apart from the 5th fight. Then the 5th fight we do dark matter, I think. Something like that. Dee 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 dee. I like how it blends some of the music. So like you just get this music all the way through these fights instead of it changing battle music. I think this part actually does play one song all the way through anyway. I can't remember. But yeah, I do like the way that the CSR kind of blends it. So like you have music, I can't remember what music it is, but I think it's this music actually. You have this music for when you're swimming with Titus in a bit where there's normally silence. So that's nice.
Don't get cocky.
Next time my goal is to get that split sub-hour. 59 Bavel guards. Ba, 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 ba. So now, the best trials in the game, Bavel trials. Got stuck on the door, dude. He's so fast. Alright, so I pretty much did all this more or less perfectly. I make 2 mistakes that cost me probably about a minute, just because I got on the wrong cycle. Because the only thing I don't know is and I'll explain where it is, I don't know the particular cycle that I messed up. I don't know how to time that one. It's the only one I don't remember. All the others I know exactly every step of this fucking dungeon, except that one bit. And because of it, it messes me up. But I'll explain this as we go anyway. So here, you want to get a timed input left, that one. And you just time the X press. You have to kind of get used to the rhythm of it and then time it out. You can do it after you've gone over it as well. Even after you can't see the arrow, if you can just catch it late and come back. So we just need to get the sphere, push this pillar back out, and then continue. And at the end, there's only an arrow that brings us back. So we're just going to hold X, and this will give you a guaranteed back every time. And then another timed left input to get to the left side of this street, if you want to call it that. Then we activate stage number 2 with this sphere, so we can get down there now. And then push this pillar back out. So this is the first stage. This is like stage 1 complete. You do the left timed input, you come back, left timed input, job done. Now hold X to go back again. And we've done both of these junctions, so now we're going to take the next junction to go downstairs. So timed input left. Perfect. It's an X pressed. When I say left, I mean like left arrow, but you know what I mean, right? And then here, when he stops, take the arrow after it goes left the second time. There. So when he stopped, it was already on that direction, and you wait for it to go round and take the second rotation. Now, first junction, tap for the second junction. This is number 2, and the order you want here is 2, 3, 2, and then once you've completed the puzzle, junction 1 will get you out. We'll like, you know, finish the puzzle. So here, we grab the sphere and just leave. So the part I mess up on, I do 2, 3, and then you fall off the edge and come back to do number 2 again. That's the part where I mess up the cycle, just getting to the final 2. Here we can, I think, yeah, timed input on that one? Or did I hold? It was either, it might have been a late press or a hold, I can't remember. I didn't see, but that's that one, like, I can't remember if you can just hold it or if it has to be a timed input. I'll have to check. So we just need to swap over our spheres here. I accidentally put the wrong one in here earlier. Just brain farting. So we light that up, then get the glyph sphere, put that up the end to get the destruction sphere, and that's what you then take to junction number 2 to complete the puzzle. This is the one you have to do, the destruction sphere. These destructions are normally optional in all of the cloisters, and you would use them to unlock anima, casually. But this is the only one you have to do to even complete the dungeon. So we're going to place that there, and we need this one to get out. So here, we've done 2, we've done 3, now we have to go back for 2. This is the part where I make the cycle mistake. Maybe we have to wait for the second one again, I can't remember, or like I have to double check and relearn this, because this is the only one I don't fully know how to get the correct cycle. So I miss this one, and then I miss it again. So I lose like this time here, which sucks. I just couldn't remember quite how to set it up. I think it still needs to be on the second cycle, which I attempted to try here, and I think I failed it again. It should be just a timed input, but what happens is if you take the cycle wrong, the arrows don't give you that timing. It has to be, you know, you have to be able to get it, and when you're on the right cycle, it's practically free. But if you're not, you can tell because it's like it's facing up when you're just going over it, so you can't quite get it. Now this is the timing, boom, and as I'm getting to it, it's on the right, and that's perfect. So that was the only sort of mistake I made there, was just because I messed up that cycle. But otherwise, yeah, 2, 3, 2, and then once this is number 2 again. Once we finish this, the last junction is number 1, which takes you to the off-ramp to finish the puzzle here. Yeah, at one point I used to know this exactly textbook, and I just can't remember whether junction 3 is a timed or held input, and which cycle I need to get the last junction 2. They're the only things that I like fucked up. I need to like re-watch the video and learn again just to solidify. So now we want timed input here for the right junction. This is junction 1, this then exits the dungeon. So it took me like 7 minutes to do, but it could have been quicker if I hadn't made that fucking mistake, but that's okay. There's far worse mistakes you can make on this cloister, so... And it can eat up a lot of time. Like, I screwed one up on PS2 once because I was tired when I got here, it was like 8 hours in. And I did 2, 3, 2, 0, not 1. And I was confused as to why I couldn't get out. And I was like, dude, I swear I've done it correctly. And I was just taking the wrong junction. And I didn't realise until after. And then, like, the next day I was like, I know exactly what I did wrong. I didn't even watch it, but I knew what I did wrong.
Don't get cocky.
Alright, so we're out of there at least. So now we have Bahamut, and we're in via Purifico. I turned off the turbo speed here so I could time the telepad. Just because I'm trash at that, so I was like, yeah, let me just do it at normal speed, that's fine. Get up to here to meet Oren.
There must be an
Research. And obviously no encounters, so we go straight to Isaru. Unit's fast. It just plays this music all the way through the fight, which is nice.
Yon's against mine.
So earlier we gave her like 45 strength back in Besaid, and we topped her up with the attribute spheres. It was practically to be able to do this part. So that she had at least Ixion strong enough to murder all his Aeons. So it's just ×4 to like an auto attack essentially to murder his Aeon. Well, not even auto attack, mash attack. Sorry, not auto attack. But you ×4 here until the Aeon is fully summoned. Turn off the ×4 to let him speak.
I cannot.
And skip it, and then back to ×4 and then kill it. Boom, easy. And we turn on auto attack here for Tidus's next fight,
Don't get cocky.
which is Evre Altano. Dead. So yeah, instead of swimming in silence, we now get to swim out with the music, the boss music. I also think when Tidus is actively swimming, when you press circle, I feel like he's quicker. So I rhythmically like tap circle to make him like take some not steps, but what do you call that? What are steps in swimming? Like those. So he takes some of those, some swims, you know. I don't know what you call that. I don't know how you English that, but yeah, I know what I mean, but I can't verbalize it. But yeah, some swimming steps. You just like press circle so that he swims a little bit. All right, so Seymour's dead in the time that I explained that, and then we come down here. We got that 10-minute romance cutscene. And it's done. And now we're going to Calmlands. Alright. Moving. Speed of sound. Gotta go fast. So, no encounters. The calmest Calmlands you've ever seen. I don't think this is possible on SD, because all of that is like corporeal as fuck, but on HD you can go through it. HD made some holes where there were none before. Alright, auto attack, this guy's dead. Sweet. Alright, Mount Kagazet. Alright, Biran and Yenke, next boss fight. Hornless. So we just fucking dark matter them both and they're dead. Easy.
Win.
Don't get cocky.
Good. Fucking 2 return spheres, of course. Or no, I think it was 4, sorry. 4 return spheres. Of course. Glad I don't need those in this run. uninterrupted Gagazette climb. Dead. I think I should have even had auto attack on there. Or maybe you can't. I don't know. But... So yeah, hour and 12 minutes and Seymour Flux is dead. That's fucking crazy. This category is so fast. No, this is a bit I was worried for, because I think this is easier when you move quicker. This whole room, this whole area is quicker, is easier when you move faster. Because I kind of, especially with no encounters as well, it's way better with no encounters. Getting pulled out of the scene every 2 seconds for an encounter, I get lost as fuck here when we're doing runs and it's like 10 hours in. Alright, easy, second attempt. Nice. Okay, we're out. I thought I was going to get stuck there for ages. Because I'm usually trash at that. Alright, this is just the RGB puzzle. And that's it, we're out of here. So I chose to like walk a bit here to like not get stuck as much. Alright, auto battle on. And he's dead.
Don't get cocky.
Nice. So this is just how we're going to do the rest of the game, essentially. Like I said, Titus is going to auto-kill everything, or we're going to throw stuff at it. There are no different strats, really, that I can think of. We talked to BFA, Jekt. We talked to him once. Like, you do an attack, talk to him, and then kill him. Or I think you do armor break, and then talk to him, something like that. Whatever. So this bit, all uninterrupted. All the splits that would normally take, I mean, obviously all of these splits would normally take so long, but just having to, being able to cruise through here with no encounters saves so fucking long. Like, it saves so much time, I mean, that's probably the wrong way to say it, but it saves so much fucking time, dude. Yeah, it's just, like, ugh. The encounters are crazy in this game. The amount of them, I mean. Alright, everyone's favourite Tetris bit. This is where I fucked up, like, I did the first 3 okay, and then I fucked up the 4th one, rectified it, and then finished the puzzle. Not all that bad, but still lost like a minute here, I guess. So again, I'm following a picture of how to do all these. It just has like a line around where to go. Most of the notes to run this game all have that same image of how to do this. So, like, there's no way that we actually fucking remember how to do this when we get, you know, when we get here. Push that one in. So it's kind of like push in a pillar, do a puzzle in the other room, and then repeat. So again, here I'm using, instead of turning off the turbo, the turbo speed ×4, I could have turned it down maybe to ×2, or just maybe even just done this at normal speed, but I decided to just hold walk and just try and kind of navigate my way through. Probably still not the quickest way, but whatever. This needs to be... I don't mind about doing this part slow. It needs to be done right. I don't care if it's done super fast. I'd just rather do it correctly, which I still fucked up, but still, you know, I always just try to nail it, and it doesn't need to be super fast. It will be quick enough by just doing it properly without making mistakes. So you push in this one with the sphere, or you put the sphere in and it goes in itself, yeah, and then you push in the bottom one, and then on the right side I think you have to start at the top and work your way down, and I started at the bottom, I think, which is the wrong one. So that's how I ended up on the wrong friggin' puzzle, but it's okay. I realise as well I might not be able to submit this commentary per se because my watermark is covering the frame rate. But the frame rate is in the top right of the game at all times, and it is on the original non-commentated video of this run. The frame rate is visible the whole run. It's only on this commentary that my logo is active in the corner. Just clear that up straight away. Yo, what up, Test? How you doing, man? Welcome on in. Good evening. We're just doing a commentary for this FF10 run that I did off stream last night. This is FF10, but with all the cutscenes removed, and you're allowed to use boosters. So this is right near the end of the game at 1 hour and 19 minutes. Instead of 12 hours that you're used to seeing me do, you know, on PlayStation. This is on the PC with the cutscene remover mod. And it's a legit category. And you can use like all the boosters available in the game, and it skips every cutscene, so it's so quick. The whole game in 1 hour and 36 minutes. So here is where I'm at this point in the run. I'd made the mistake on the statues, so I was just trying to rectify with the images which puzzle I should be on. So the boosters are the logos you can see in the top left of the game. They're ×4 speed, supercharge after every battle, no encounters, and auto attack. So on some bosses, auto attack will be on, and Tidus runs in and immediately kills them before we even have to press anything. So they're boosters that are like in the HD versions. They have these like ×4 speed and no encounters. Most HD versions, even on console, have these boosters. But on the PC one, we can go a step further and press the escape key and give ourselves every skill in the game and every item in the game. You can't do that one on console. So this is like a booster run with a mod which skips all the cutscenes, and like, yeah, this brings down the. This is like a meme run. It's like a New Game Plus kind of just a chill one. I didn't have time to do a 12-hour run, so I just tried this out, and it was the first time I ever did it. So like the fact that you can do the whole game in like 1 hour and a half is really good. And it's useful for even though the strats on the bosses are different, it's useful for area practice. Just so, because when you get here, this is 1 hour and 20 minutes in, but in a full run, this is 10 hours in at Unalesca. So it's like, you make mistakes a lot here because you're tired, you know. So at least it's good practice to do the whole run real quick. And then what I'm going to do next time is, like, I'll do it off stream, but I'll do the cutscene remover, but I'll use my normal strategies and just practice the normal run, but with the cutscene skipped, so I can just, like on emulator, I can get going and I can actually just practice the sections that I need. Because on PS2 you can't skip anything and you have to just sit there and watch it, and just it's hard to practice on a real console, obviously. But I'll use this version to skip everything to practice, and then it will help me on PS2 because I'll have more of a scope of the whole game, you know. So here we're on auto attack. Boss is dead immediately. So this is like such a meme. Everything just gets auto killed. Like there's no dangerous fights at all. We can't die. Like it's really free. It's just about doing it super fast. This is the category that all the FF10 runners do when they haven't got time to do a proper run. And they just fall back on this. And I just had to go at it last night because I didn't have really time to stream and I didn't have time to do a full run. So I just wanted to have a go at this and just, you know, fuck around with it. And I recorded it anyway in case it was okay. And yeah, it wasn't bad. It's not like the best time, but it's not the worst, so we'll take it. So this is Unaleska. All the cutscenes are skipped. Titus is going to auto attack. She's already dead. Donuts and a coffee. Nice, man. I'm going to be doing this. I've got some donuts downstairs, actually. I've got some cherry donuts. And I'm definitely getting a coffee after this run before we do the marathon. Yeah, test. We're doing a 7-game speedrun marathon after this, dude. A load of, like, eclectic combination of console games. Resi, Zone of the Enders, The Bouncer, Peppa Pig, Sailor Moon game. There's a few things. Stay tuned. We've got some fun to have yet. For now, we're going to be just finishing off this run here, this commentary. We're going to be cruising back to our airship. And we're on the airship. Now, we have to... I had to remember how to play this. You have to run all the way down the back of the airship to talk to Yuna for some reason or another, and then you're good. Oh, that's nice, man. That's lucky. Yeah, you're good, mate. You're good. No worries. Good luck with the donuts and whatnot. Yeah, you have a good one, man. I'm going to be here for a minute, so you're good. I'll be here when you get back. Alright, now we're going to be starting to fight the Sin, Sin himself, and then the Sin Core. Here, again, I made a mistake, because you don't come to here, you have to go to the front of the ship and talk to Sid. Again, I'm like ahead of myself. I'm like, okay, it's this bit, we're going straight outside. But no, you have to go to Sid for him to go, to like take you to Sin. So another like 20 seconds of time save here, just because I messed all this bit up, but that's fine. Messed up every airship segment. You just have to, basically you have to come to Yuna and then go back. And normally with the load screens and whatnot, I would have read that in my notes, but like I said, I have to do all of this run and I have to actually remember for the first time everywhere to go while using notes that just tell me how to execute the strats. They don't tell me where to go like they normally do. Oh, it's the high bridge first, then Sin, sorry. Gotta go and talk to Bahamut quick. I always forget about this bit.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
Well.
Boom, and then you Yevon. Boom. Then it skips. You have to do that part, otherwise like the run doesn't work.
The final showdown.
Final showdown with Shin. Yeehaw, here we go. He doesn't even get to say it because it's skipped. Dun 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 dun. Alright, so now we're cruising actually to the back of the airship, correctly this time, without making mistakes. Get fucking around there, you fat fuck.
Go closer!
So here, you have to just talk to Sid, tell the ship to move in. And then it actually tells me in the notes to attack my friends, and I'm like, what? And it's like, yeah, just attack your homies, and then you're good to go. And I'm like, okay. So you have to attack your friends until you get the move in. Like this. And then you can actually do auto attack here, which I didn't do, but... Same thing again this side.
Closer!
go. Easy. So yeah, this is by far the easiest category. Like, any of you could grab the notes and just run this and you'll get sub 2 hours, like, every time, even you're very, you know, this is my first time ever doing it and I got 136. So, like, yeah, you could easily probably even beat that if you just execute it a little bit better than I did and didn't make the mistakes I did, you know. It's a pretty chill run.
You're counting.
Alright, I speak to him too many times because I couldn't remember the times that you have to... I couldn't remember if you needed to speak to him again. So I think I like accidentally speak to Sid every time he's there, and I check that menu because I could never remember if we needed to fly again. But I think that was the last time now. We're going to be fighting Sin and then going inside of Sin. This part sucks on any percent because you have to like keep running through the ship. Again, here I was like, do I need to travel or are we already there? Okay, we're already there. All right, fine. Just it throws you through a loop when you go to the end of the ship, talk to Yuna, it teleports you back here, and then you have to go back through the ship again. It's like, oh wait, what? Alright. Overdrive Sin. This is another one which I think you just attack your friends until you're pulled in 3 times. Because you have to be drawn close enough to be able to hit him. And then you just bop him. And then bop him again and he's dead.
Don't get cocky.
Alright, now, cruising through here, but with no encounters for a change. Which is pretty nice. I took so long to move because I was scrolling the map to get the diagram of where to go. Which I still kind of fucked up because he's moving so quickly. And unlike other areas, the map here is appearing as I create it. Alright, final Seymour. This one is armor break into quick hit, I think. Yeah. That. Quick hit isn't as good in HD as it was on PS2, but still pretty good. Not as abusable.
Don't get cocky.
And then we're cruising. This is so cool how you just actually get going. I lose some time here though at the Easter egg hunt because it's a pain in the dick. And I turned it down as well. I was getting look, well, I got that one, but I felt like I was getting scammed on ×4, so I ended up doing it, I think, on ×2 while stutter stepping. Or normal. Sometimes I switch to normal to go and pick some up so they can't escape me. I might have even just done it in normal speed, actually. Like, it's quicker to have the speed. Oh, there you go, there's ×2. It's quicker to have the speed, but I'll get too many extra encounters that I can't dodge. So it's like spend time to save time. Some of them you can't do fuck all about, but so we don't get ambushes. Obviously, we have first strike, so we can, even if we get ambushed, we can always take the first turn. So he needs to get 9 of these crystals. I'm going to get a few more encounters yet, because they just pop up like that, and it's hard to negotiate when it's moving so quick. Like, I'm shit at this on normal speed, but I just usually stutter around like this, and I usually do this on PS2 with about 2 encounters, which is, like, good for me, but I got fucked here. Luckily, we don't have to fight them, but it's just the time waste of having to go in, go out, not picking up crystals, you know. Like, you already get scammed a lot on this thing anyway, because you can't control the camera either. You don't move this camera, it just goes kind of... It follows Tidus, so... But there's a lot of instances where you're moving like this and you can't see where you're going. That's why I'm stutter stepping like that, so that he doesn't just sprint. I think this is where I gave up using turbo speed and was just like, nah, I'll just do it at regular. Because in the time that I'm using ×4 or ×2, it makes me run into too many ice, like stalactites or whatever. Stalagmites, whichever one is the correct term. And then that's the last one. And all that matters is we've done it and we're out of that shit split. Or that shit area. So now it's the final 2 bosses. Well, it's the final boss, kind of. Jekt, Braska's final Aeon. Then it's all of our own summons. And then we one-tap you, Yevon, and it's GG's when we hit him. Like, when we kill him. Alright, no menuing. Usually you do a fuck off final menu there for Yuna, which we don't need to do. Dad, I hate you. And then, boom. Boss fight. He doesn't do that on PlayStation. They added that on the HD, where when he gets hit, he goes, that never used to happen. Well, that's why it's funny on PC when you do fire gems, because he's like, So this is the very last important strat. You have to turn off the turbo, talk to him, wait till the dialogue's finished, then you can put it back on ×4 turbo again. It can crash otherwise, I think, or softlock. So that's the final part where the run could, like, die. And then you just quick hit him, I think, a couple times, and he's done. Yuna, the Aeons. Call them. Call us. So here we're going to be mashing for each one of our Aeons. And then just throwing stuff at them. I think it's just shining gems for everyone. Yeah. So yeah, pretty straightforward. You're just mashing, essentially, now. Once you get Tidus set up with throwing, and Yuna just mashes to summon the next... It always moves down to the next Aeon. So you just mash X, basically. X to win here. Alright, nearly there. Alright, that's the last Aeon done. So now it's the final boss, you Evan, on his own. Normally we'd have to like zombie strike him or use a zombie weapon, but here we just one-tap him. Because we do max damage. He has that much HP, I think, 99 exactly, so... Or 98, maybe. But yeah, there we go, 136, 30.69 LRT. And 145, 10.06 RTA. Flashbang, dude. I'm wearing sunglasses and that shit's bright. That's better. So yeah, that's the end of the run. You have to show your save as well. In the original video here, I just left this to play out for a few minutes, and then I show my save at the end. But for the sake of this commentary and for brevity, I'm going to whiz past this. Because the run's finished, so this doesn't invalid. I'm not like, you know, splicing because we've finished it. But you do have to show the save at the end. So, and again, all of this is available from its original own video, uncommentated, which is the one that will probably be verified over this, because it actually shows the frame rate and such, which you can't see here, but it's fine. You just, yeah, it's just for validity and verification, you have to show your save file at the end. So there it was, the autosave. I think the time might have been added. There might be added time because of it checkpoints during the end cutscene there. So maybe you're supposed to like quit out on the ending earlier than I did. I don't know, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's there. It's done. It's good to go. So yeah, that's it for Final Fantasy X. Thank you for watching.